The National Law Universities, often referred to as flag bearers of legal education in India, are the top law schools in the country with very well organized placement cells and median packages often exceeding 10 LPA. However, India has only 26 NLUs offering nearly 3,500 seats in integrated LLB. Meanwhile, the annual LLB enrollments are over 4 lakh as per the AISHE report, highlighting the fact that most of the students have to look beyond NLUs. The number of non-NLU law colleges in India is close to 1,700, a majority of which are private law colleges. When it comes to placements in these colleges, only a few manage to compete with the NLUs. A majority of these law colleges lack robust placement cells, moot court infrastructure, and internship opportunities, leading to subpar learning quality. So, in this video, we are trying to filter out the law colleges and suggest 5 best non-NLU law colleges with placement packages ranging from Rs 6 LPA to 18 LPA. The data we are referring to is taken from the NIRF 2024 report. The first law school in the list is Symbiosis Law School, Pune. Established in 1977, SLS Pune started almost a decade before the NLSIU Bangalore. The law school has been consistently ranked among the top 10 law schools in India by the National Institutional Ranking Framework. In the 2024 edition, it was ranked 5th best law school in India. While the law school offers BA LLB, BBA LLB, 3-year LLB and LLM courses, the median packages offered in 5-year LLB and 3-year LLB placements for the 2023 batch were 18 LPA and 12 LPA respectively. If we compare SLS Pune placements with those of NLUs, it is close to what NLUs offered to their students of the same batch. SLS Pune has a dedicated placement cell which facilitates internships and placements for the students. Internship opportunities are generally offered through law firms, corporate houses, and judicial clerkships, often in the form of summer internships and pro bono projects. The recruiters include top law firms such as AJB and Partners, Barucha and Partners, Khaitan, DSK Legal. The corporates include Tata Group companies, Hindustan Petroleum, Emirates, Mahindra Logistics, and others. Admissions to 5-year LLB courses at SLS Pune are offered through the Symbiosis Law Admission Test, whereas 3-year LLB admissions are conducted through the All India Law Admission Test. These entrance exams for the current academic year have been conducted in December. The second law college in the list is IIT Kharagpur. IITs are known for their engineering courses. However, IIT Kharagpur is the only IIT which offers an LLB degree course in its Rajiv Gandhi School of Intellectual Property Law. LLB at IIT Kharagpur is considered ideal for engineering, medical, or science graduates who wish to study intellectual property rights. If we talk about IP laws, IPR as a law specialization has seen an upward trend in recent years. Indian firms involved in engineering and innovation are now keen to protect their research and innovations. The IPR lawyers play a crucial role in ensuring that rights are protected under Indian laws and the WTO's TRIPS agreement. As for the placements, the 2020-21 batch of IIT Kharagpur secured a median salary of 18 LPA in the campus placements. The NIRF 2024 data shows that 29 students from the batch of 31 students were placed. Even for the batch of 2019, the median salary was 9 LPA with 31 students from the batch of 47 getting placed. However, IIT Kharagpur doesn't offer a 5-year integrated LLB, not even in the form of BTech LLB, which would have allowed students to study law after class 12th. Next on the list is Aligarh Muslim University, a prominent central university in Uttar Pradesh that offers BA LLB. The Faculty of Law at AMU is among a few law schools in India that are not just affordable but also have a healthy placement records. AMU is ranked as the 12th best law school by the NIRF Law 2024 ranking. The NIRF data also shows the placement records of the university. The 2023 graduating batch of AMU secured a median salary of 12.5 LPA. The LLM placements were also equally good and the median salary was 10.32 LPA. This puts the Faculty of Law, AMU, as one of the best universities in India from a return of investment perspective. In addition to this, AMU, much like BHU and Allahabad University, has developed a culture where many students prepare for judicial services exam and join the bar. Next on the list is Jamia Millia Islamia, which is again a central university and carries a Muslim minority status, meaning that up to 50% of seats are reserved for the Muslim students here. Similarly to AMU, JMI also offers BA LLB and LLM. The university has an entrance exam for BA LLB. JMI is based in Delhi. Both the Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court of India are within 10 kilometers from the law campus. Along with this, corporate companies in Delhi, Gurgaon and Noida ensure that students at JMI get internships and job opportunities. However, as the placement cell at JMI is relatively new, students are required to put some effort into finding internships. As for the placements, the NIRF 2024 data shows that graduating batch of 2023 in JMI secured a median package of 8.4 LPA. The median salary in LLM placements for the same year was Rs 9.6 LPA. Finally, the Army Institute of Law in Mohali is a good option for BA LLB, especially for children of Army personnel. While the institute offers 100 seats in BA LLB, 75 seats remain reserved for wards of Indian Army, Indian Navy and Indian Air Force personnel. Of the remaining 25 seats, 20 are again reserved for the Punjab residence category, whereas only 5 seats are available for the All India General category. The institute is ranked the 30th best law school in India by NIRF 2024 law ranking. While the NIRF ranking of AIL has dropped in the last 2-3 years, the placement records have been fairly consistent with a median salary of approximately 6 LPA for each of the last 3 graduating batches. As we have come to the end of this video, a note for the students. All the law colleges discussed in this video have separate university level entrance exams. None of these accept CLAT scores. If you have missed out on CLAT or are not likely to get into Tier 1 or Tier 2 NLUs, you should consider applying for these law schools. And if you have any questions or doubts related to the admission process in these colleges, please feel free to ask in the comments. Thank you for watching.